Imagine augmented reality headsets where you can look at a wall, say a command, and start to paint knowledge on that wall. Knowledge that's relevant to your computer science class. Knowledge that's relevant to how to engineer a garden. Knowledge to understand how to create a solar panel. And imagine that there are little widgets inside of these knowledge depictions. And you can use those widgets to create different interfaces and navigate to other places, and even use AI agents to go out and do research for you in real time. And you also have an army of AI agents that are doing for you. They're sorting through your email. They are finding ads that are relevant to you. They are going out and finding knowledge that's relevant to the current set of projects you're working on. They are understanding what activity you're doing, and they're analyzing trends in the world, and they're telling you where to focus. AI agents, when programmed with the right logic and according to the principles that you would like in your life, can have an extraordinary impact. And it's not just about the AI agents that you have working for you digitally. We're going to robots very, very soon. We're going to robots that can do your dishes, that can do your laundry, that can drive you around, that can deliver things between different places, and so many other things are coming into the world via technology, via deep learning techniques, via the ability for us to harness the true power of automation and reasoning. Of course, we need to guide this in the right direction. We need to be smart. We need to operate with the best principles. We need to be ethical about how we do all these things, and that is no easy task. That is no easy task. Other things that are going to happen are that video games are going to get extraordinarily better. Graphics are going to continue to improve. The speed of computers is also going to continuously improve. So things that might have taken giant data centers to run now, like we need for our frontier LLMs that are serving millions of people around the world, might actually come down to a tiny little chip that can run anywhere. And all that energy and power and hardware that we needed to run massive AI models might shrink. And that could be a huge unlock and give us an ability to put logic into way more systems around the world in a lower cost way. And if we can do this, and if we can teach people how to engineer resources around them and have AI agents that can continuously do scientific research and guide people on how to build new resources, the world will have more resources. We'll be able to make scientific breakthroughs that make growing vegetables in the desert easier. We'll be able to design mini farms that can be deployed anywhere, maybe even in space and on the moon and in Mars. But think about it terrestrially for now. Think about all these things that we can design into existence with the guidance of AI agents and AI education platforms that can help us simulate and design new materials for societies at large. Quality of life is going to improve. Quality of life is going to improve. It's just up to us to go out and design these technologies, to go build it. Like, that's the thing. Like, we can't wait for somebody else to do it. We got to go out and do it now, because now is the time. Now's the time for innovation. Now's the time for greatness. Now's the time to go out and design things into existence that will improve quality of life, alleviate suffering, and create more love and peace in the world. Because at the end of the day, the root of suffering comes from lack of resources, and comes from hardship, and it comes from closed-mindedness and things being the way they have been for many years, and a lack of hope. And I'm hoping that we can design technologies into existence that will that will change the way the world works, that will change the economic structure of everything and enable people to be less dependent on other nations because there's more resources to go around, and there are going to be medical breakthroughs that we make and scientific discoveries that radically change lives. I am really looking forward to all this. I'm looking forward to building it, looking forward to building it with you. Part of my mission is to help others understand the fundamental conceptual tools they can use to build technologies faster, to design complex systems, to take something, to break something down, decompose it into its forms, decompose it into its functions, and understand the end value that is being created between the different forms and functions in a step-by-step process to deliver that valuable object or that valuable output. And when we use frameworks like systems thinking, it becomes easier to design complex objects into existence. And if we teach AI that step-by-step process, the AI can do it by itself. Or when we give AI a lab or a physical universe in which to simulate new objects with the goals that we give it, our design process gets accelerated by a lot because these agents can work while we sleep and simulate and test. And that's why we need very high fidelity physical simulation environments. And that's going to be wonderful. We can also design extraordinary stories into the world, stories that guide people. Heroes have guided me my whole life. Naruto, Harry Potter, Luke Skywalker. Our ability and the technology that we'll have available to us to tell stories is going to dramatically improve. So we're going to be able to create tailored stories and tailored universes for people to enjoy. Because it's not all about, scientific breakthroughs. It's about life. It's about enjoying it. It's about enjoying the beauty of it. And art is a huge part of the human experience. And our ability to create art, interactive art, art that creates itself is going to be greatly enhanced by technology. That's another field I'm going to be working deeply in. And I'll tell you something. On the medical breakthrough side, medical breakthroughs are core. I used to not be so healthy. I used to eat red velvet cake at 2 in the morning. I used to not have good habits, and that would make me feel horrible. And that would make me not do exercise, and that would make me eat more red velvet cake because I felt low, and that just doesn't lead to good outcomes. But then I started to eat healthier and do more exercise and look at sunlight in the morning, at noon, in the evening. I started to meditate. I started to breathe. I started to feel gratitude. I started to feel more love for the world around me. And that was an essential unlock. And the point I'm trying to make here is that the more medical breakthroughs there are, the better we feel inside of our bodies, the better quality of life people are going to have, the less suffering they are going to have. So that's something I'm looking forward to a lot. And we can build agents that go out and research this for us. And we can also do a lot of research ourselves. We can have these agents go out and collect information. We can compile it and create experiences from this information, create medical technologies from this information. And the world is changing very fast. And it's very important for us to learn how to use all these tools so that we can create better lives for ourselves and those around us. This was a technology freestyle. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Let's keep building. Choose the hero's path.